Hello, good evening everyone. So my name is Kanika Thakur. I am live today for a session on New Zealand. I hope you all can hear me and you all can see me. Yes. So I'm from Advice International, and within a couple of minutes we will start with our session. So let's wait for a few other people to join in. Hello guys, hello everyone. Okay, so without wasting much time, I think we should start with our session for today. So I will start with my self-introduction. So my name is Kanika Thakur. I am counselor at Advice International. So we are the overseas education consultants, as you all people know. So Advice being called the one-stop solution for all your study-related queries. This means that when you will enter to any branch of Advice, we will definitely gonna help you in the best possible manner to the best to whatever destination you have decided on. We are in the market from past 29 years, and we are having more than 25. We are having 24 branches to be very specific across the country in India. So do visit your nearest Advice branch if you want to get your query sorted out, if you want to have a counseling done at the for your study destination. Do visit us. So while talking about the study destination, we are dealing with USA, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Germany, Dubai, Singapore. So which these are the most, I think, sought destination among the students. So how does Advice will help you to assist you in chasing your dreams? So we here at Advice, we just not only counsel you, we will help you to choose down the list of universities. We will counsel you as per the course requirement that you want in Advice. Then we will help start with the application process in the university. So being very specific that Advice, we are the authorized representative of most of the universities and colleges in the globe. So to whosoever country you might be looking for, we are having tie-up with the universities directly. So we help you to get the offer letters, to get the scholarships, and then after getting all the university part sorted, we help you to get the visa lodging done. And it's not just the visa lodging, we help in other stuffs as well, just like we help you in the loans as well, in loan part as well, for forex exchange as well. We help you to book the flights, accommodations, and so many things. So be in touch with your Advice counselor. That's the best way to come out of any query questions you have. So I will directly skip all this information and directly jump to the New Zealand basics. So if you are planning for studying in New Zealand, so I'll just give you briefing on New Zealand. So New Zealand is a country wherein it's an island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. So it's divided into North Island and South Island, and it is having 600 more smaller islands as well as a part of the country. So the size of New Zealand is equivalent to UK or Japan, but the population is just 5 million people. So that makes it like, okay, it's not that crowded as other countries are. Now the capital of New Zealand is Wellington, and the most populous city is Auckland. If you are preferring New Zealand, so I know that most people actually they are interested to go to Auckland. And other than Auckland, we have other parts of cities also, which are like Christchurch, Hamilton, Tauranga, Dunedin, etc., wherein you can also chase your study dreams in New Zealand. So New Zealand itself is a developed country. The people of New Zealand are called Kiwis, and the native people are called Maoris. So you will get to know a lot about the Maori culture whenever you will enter New Zealand. So New Zealand is a member of United Nations, and it's a member of Commonwealth of Nations, etc. So it makes means that the studying in New Zealand, the value of New Zealand study is equivalent, and it's valid in all Commonwealth countries and the nations in the world. So right now the dollar rate of New Zealand is $50. So that's the basic information that I wanted to give you. Now I will be covering the unique features of studying in New Zealand. So why you should opt for New Zealand if you have lot many options available, and if you have lot many countries that you can chase your dreams with. So why you should opt for New Zealand? So sorry. So New Zealand being the country, very different country, and very it provides niche areas and niche study courses first of all, and next it is having standardized or global level of studies. So that means that if you are going to study in New Zealand, most of the universities that are in New Zealand, they are among the top 2% or 3% in the world. So that makes your studies well versed and recognized as per the global standards. Now this qualification system followed in New Zealand, it is a British education system that just we have the same here in India as well. The whatsoever course you will be doing in New Zealand, it is under New Zealand qualification framework. So when I talk about this framework, so it should be assessed by NZQA, which comes under NZQF. So NZQA is something which is automatically assessed when you are applying for universities. If you're applying for institutes, ITPs, PTEs, then you may have get your documents assessed by NZQA. So this is the one information I would like to give you. Next of all, that it is having altogether 8 universities in New Zealand, 18 ITPs to be very specific, and more than 550 plus PTEs. So PTEs are basically institutes wherein they provide just diploma or certificate level courses. And when going to ITPs, they do provide you postgraduate, graduate and graduate diplomas and bachelor degrees as well. But if you want to go for higher studies, like masters and PhD level 8 or 9, then you have to go to universities only. Right now, choosing New Zealand makes you, it's a bit affordable, because when we study at New Zealand, the duration of the course is from 1 to 1.5 years only, which is you can say it could be 2 years or more in other parts of the world. The tuition fee for these courses is actually very less as compared to other countries like UK or Canada or US. So tuition fees, if planning for universities, it ranges from approximately 15 to 20 lakhs. But if going to PTIs and all, ITPs and all, it can go down to 10 to 15 lakhs. So this is the range that you can keep for New Zealand studies. Again, the living expense of the country is not very high. So if we take scenario like if you want to lodge a visa and you have to show funds to the government, immigration government, they will be asking for 15,000 New Zealand dollars as your living expense. That's the money you need to show for a year. So your tuition fees plus your living expense, this is the amount that you needed to show that you have you can take up on your finances and you are well versed with the finances of New Zealand. Again, New Zealand is chosen as it is, you can say it's a peace-loving country, it's very friendly country. New Zealand is actually named as world's second most peaceful country by the Global Peace Index, and it is actually stand out as the world's least corrupt country. So these are the main pointers. If you want to have a work and life balance, you should actually opt for New Zealand. Now, if a student is going to New Zealand, so what are the options of job and why he should actually stick to New Zealand, why he should plan for New Zealand? So the main reason is, first of all, while you will be studying in New Zealand, you will get a part-time job. That means you will be eligible to work 20 hours per week during your study duration. And if you are going on semester vacations, then you will be getting full-time job option. So sorry on that. So and in spite of that, if you are a PhD student, because I receive a lot of PhD queries as well, so PhD students are authorized to work full-time during their study as well. So if you are planning for studying in New Zealand, you will get a stay back option, as we do have in many of the countries, ranging from 1 year to 3 years. That will depend upon the course or the level of course that you want to go for. If it is a level 6, level 7 or level 8 course, your stay back will range from stay back option or post study work visa will range from 1 year to 3 years duration. While talking about the stay back option, yes, you can apply for PR in later stages as well. If you are getting, if you want to get settled in later stages, you need to work there, and then you need to check upon the immigration website of New Zealand that what are the rules, regulation. If you want to be PR in later stages, you can do that as well. Now, New Zealand also offer a family. A family can enter New Zealand on the basis of a main applicant, but it's something like a main applicant has to apply first, get the visa done first. Once a main applicant will get the visa, then the dependent visa can be applied, or family can apply on the dependent category, right? The minimum wage rate right now in New Zealand is $13 to $15 per hour. So that's all that I wanted to tell you. Main the sectors which are blooming there right now are hospitality, tourism, agriculture, you can say, retail. These sectors actually provide ample of jobs to the students on part-time basis, and you can obviously earn a lot after if you have a good networking there. That's how you can get settled. If you have any queries, questions, guys, please ping me. I'll try to sort it down. You provide nursing jobs in abroad. So we are actually not job providing consultancy. We are purely education based consultants. We are the authorized representatives from most of the universities and colleges, most of the famous or top ranked universities and famous colleges across the globe. So any question, any query that you would want me to sort out? Okay, so just for your information, so we actually are running a lot of live sessions while we are conducting events with the universities directly every day. It could be New Zealand, it could be Ireland, it could be Australia, any country option. Be in touch with your advice counselor. And we tomorrow are having, so whosoever are interested to know when the borders restrictions will open up, and when students will actually land at New Zealand, and when we are going to study, which intake they should actually try and plan for right now. So we are having universities event tomorrow, wherein main universities like University of Canterbury, University of Auckland, University of Waikato, Lincoln University, EIT, PHMS, Up Education, these all universities and institutes are actually participating. I will recommend you that you should at least attend this event. Talk to the universities. This is one-on-one event. It's not something like webinar or something. It's a one-on-one chat or conversation with the universities, where you can sort any sort of question, any sort of doubt you have regarding your accommodation, scholarships, border opening, visa lodging, anything. You can directly speak to universities. So that's the best we can do for you at advice. Okay. What is the minimum age for enrolling in the master's program? So age is actually not a limit. It should not, but they will check what is the how much gap is there in between your studies. So let us suppose if you have left your studies in 2010 and you are having 10 years of experience, it will be considered. But if you were not doing anything, and after all of a sudden after 10 years you want to start ahead with the further studies, they will be questioning you why you want to go all of a sudden to New Zealand. So the intention should be very, very clear, that your purpose of going to New Zealand on study visa is studying only. Correct? I hope I'm clear. Any other doubt, any questions? Okay, so I think I'm all clear for today's session. So I'll again request you to log in into adviseinternational.com to the page. Just log in and book your sessions and do attend the event we have tomorrow with the universities. We keep on conducting such events wherein a student can directly speak to university, directly clear out the questions, queries. We will help you. We are here to help you with the application whatsoever single silly, even silly question you have, we are here to help you out. So we are the advice counselors trained enough to guide you better. So trust us and visit us to the nearest branch. Yes. All right, dear. Take care. Bye bye, everyone.